So I've been considering doing this blog for a while, and I want to make sure that this is the type of stuff that I kind of capture. Um, I think that I like that some of the blogs will be written, some of them will be video. But today, just get right into the story. I'll add the blog in. I'll add this into the blog or vlog or whatever I'm gonna do, whenever I am. Until then, I'm just gonna post it on Facebook and just let it be out there. But today we're driving, and I have Hannah in the front seat because her mom is in
In
the back seat.
2.2 miles, exit to
She's got a
exit
broken foot,
50A,
so she's got to sit in
Ogden
the
Avenue.
back and leg up in the whole nine. So Hannah's up front, and she's got Gracie and kind of a lot going on in the front seat, whatever it is, and Gracie's stepping on her and pawing and scratching and all that kind of stuff. So she's kind of fidgeting. I don't think she realized what she was getting herself into when she said that she wanted Gracie to sit on her lap in the front seat with her. But it's the only place that Gracie could sit. And so we're just kind of cruising, whatever it is. I'm taking side streets, whatever it is, for the most part. But we had to actually get off the expressway at one point in a off to an off ramp. Yeah, somehow I just knew someone driving down the street on 994. I don't even know. Anyways, it was the assistant from Lake Street Barbers. Seems like that girl's everywhere. Anyways, so we get off the off ramp, and there's these two guys outside, asking for money. And she kind of looks up from wrestling with the dog and trying to get the dog to lay on her and the whole nine. And she just kind of looks up and just looks at me and was like, "Hey, hey, Dad, do you have money?" And I'm like, yeah, I guess. I'm thinking I don't really carry cash, don't have cash. Money's not growing on trees these days, but I'm thinking about the fact that I have some change in the change thing, and I'm like, yeah. And she was like, she just kind of casually looks over and is like, "Will you give him some then, please?" And it was like that fast of a interaction. But I'm just driving. I'm thinking about how amazing that interaction really is. She didn't ask me, "Do you have enough money to give him?" She didn't say, "Does he look like he deserves money?" She didn't say, she didn't ask me my opinion on it. She didn't say, what do you think about giving that guy money? She just asked me simply, "Do you have money?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have a little bit. Change. That's all I have." And it was just very simply, "Can you give it to him?" And it's so amazing to be humbled by a child, and a child's simplicity in there, and how simply in tune with God they are. Because she didn't have the question is he a con artist? Is this one of the guys I saw in the expose for 2020? And is he going to get into a BMW and drive off in a few minutes and be rich off of my 45 cents that I gave him or whatever it is? Nothing like that, right? And nothing like that even matters at the end of the day. And I battle with it, and I know I've talked to a friend of mine, AC. He and I have kind of had this conversation a few different times about how we kind of battle with that, we toil with that. There's someone on the street, right? And we are so jaded now by whether or not that person is trying to be out to get us, that we're like, "Oh no, I want to keep my dollar to myself. I want to keep my 45 cents to myself because that guy could be out to get me." And there's a couple of different things that I think go into that. One, what if the guy's not out to get you? Two, who are you to judge that person? I think at the end of the day, something's got to be going wrong if you're out in a corner begging for money, whether or not you get into a Mercedes and drive off or not, something's wrong with you. And then three, at the end of the day, I think that it's just you that's and at the end of the day judged when you give or don't give or not. And I think that it's really really amazing to see that that innocence and that very matter of fact. Do you have money? Okay, can you just give that person some then, please? You know, I think the most ironic part about the entire thing is today I'm wearing my shirt "Live Generously," you know, and I think I try to, you know, I try to when I think I have it, when I have enough to give, then I'm like, yeah, great, like, you know, I'm straight, I can spare a little bit, but I think that we have a lot more to give than we know and or you know sometimes even kind of recognize. And I think that if we can do a better job as a community and as a people of just letting that grip loose a little bit of the money. I mean, I'm like in the wrong direction. Like I don't money is I'm not good with it. I'm terrible with it. I'm not that smart with it. Whatever it is, it definitely doesn't rule me, but it definitely is not something that I've done a good job saving either. It's just not something that I'm good with, and it's just not something that I care too much about into a fault. But you know, I just think that even in my loose grip, I think that you know my grip might still be a little the filters that I put people through in order to get
In
that little
1,000
bit that I
feet,
might have
exit right.
Aren't even really fair filters, because it's just like my kid says, you know, do you have money? Can you give him some? Like, yeah, it's just that simple, you know. And I think that maybe like we should learn a little bit from that very simple mentality that kids have, and maybe stop putting so many of our own filters on it, you know. I don't
Exit
know.
right to exit
That's
50A, Ogden
something that you
Avenue.
want to do, cool. If that's something you dig, then cool. And I'm just happy to share. And I got more coming, I promise. This is gonna be a project of mine for like the next 100 days or so to start doing this more regularly. So have a good day.